What's going on? And today we're gonna do something interesting because of the announcement of the PlayStation 1 Mini. I was thinking about doing this, and I said, you know what? Why not make this? Now there's a couple of them that I don't have, which I would like. I need to get. It's on my list, just like two more, and that's Symphony of the Night, and of course, Street Fighter 2 Alpha. Those are the two that I need to get copies of, and I don't have those, but I have them digitally. But I kind of want like a physical copy of them. But those are the only two. Now, some of these are not, they don't have covers or anything. But this is the collection I can, because you couldn't find these for. You found these for really cheap deals. So, and I'm just like, this is a perfect time to do this. So, yeah, none of them have manuals in them, and I think they're all in there. I don't know. I didn't check it. I just pointed the camera and I said, let's do this thing. So let's start off with this one. And that is Metal Gear Solid, but it's a different case. I designed my own case because my original one fucked up. But it was cool because if you kind of look at it as Metal Gear Solid, then it has a VR mission. Now when you open it up, it's really cool because it's like inside, just like here's the VR missions, and then you go unlock it, and then it's like this one. And I think this two is in the PlayStation. So it looks so cool like that. I always thought this is so literally like an awesome looking case because I don't know, I designed this case like this. I said this is awesome. So cause my copy of it, my original copy of it messed up. So like I said, a lot of these are redesigned or just throwing cases in there. Because I'm not like, oh my god, I have to manual or anything. It doesn't matter. As long as the game works, that's all that matters. Next one. And this is Mega Man Legends. And yes, and inside it is a different game. But it was a casino game, but I don't know what happened to it. I think it's somewhere, but here's the Mega Man Legends disc. And it looks not bad. And I just saw myself. It is so shiny. I just saw myself on a regular card. Like, no, I don't care about that. But so I just wrote Mega Man Legends on there and just, what can you do about it? Next one, Wipeout 3. This is actually really good. And I thought when I recently played it a couple of, let's see, last week. I plopped it in, or a week before that. I plopped in and I said, this is a really fun space. I looked at the cover and I said, wow, I have to buy this. And it wasn't $7.99. It was actually $2. It was $2. I'm like, okay, $2. I'll give it a shot. And wow, is it fun. It is a really cool one. Next one. This one is not in the case, but holy shit, does this stink? I don't know who, I thought it was so cool. And then I thought it was so cool about this one because I thought, okay, it's casino. It was a casino. I'm not, because I was getting into casino. I was like, why not? And then I opened it up, and inside was Resident Evil 2. There's Claire's disc. Not that bad. There's Claire's disc. Not that bad. And then Leon. And then here's Leon's disc. Not that bad. I was like, holy shit, when I saw this, and I just left it in there, and I just wrote it off on the corner. So eventually I gotta write Resident Evil 2. So I'm gonna black this out and then write Resident Evil. But what a steal! And $2 for that game. I remember the people were like, oh, the discs are in it. But I'm like, no, it's fine. Trust me, that was way awesome, worth it. That was like, whoa, I can't believe that was in there. That is a great deal. I was like, holy shit. And then here we go, Final Fantasy V. Final Fantasy V. I never played this one. Final Fantasy VI. Oh my god, such a beautiful game. The mansion scene, the ghost train, the haunting, like, I love it that, like, you can, like, with the ghost, you can bring a ghost into your party and it will fight you through, like, the ghost train. And I was just like, I thought that was so awesome. And this is, ooh, it's falling apart. I thought that was really, really awesome that it did that. I was just like, this is so cool. It was just like, that was the awesomest thing I ever seen. I was just like, this. I was like, what? And the sprites in the beginning, and then that opening with the mechs, and you're just looking, it looks like it was like a, this could have been like an anime style movie. Like it was like, it was so open with the snow and everything there, and just like, this is such a beautiful game. And it is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. If I pick this one, this is probably my second favorite Final Fantasy. I would love the Super Nintendo version of it, but I'm like, I got a copy of it. I would love it, but next one, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. What do you can say? Jill Valentine in a miniskirt, killing, having Nemesis chase you throughout the whole thing. Zombies, puzzles, shit. You name it. Horror classic. This is a great horror classic trilogy. If they already did 3 Resident Evils and then ended it like that, it still would have been perfect. You would have had 1, 2, but as usual, successful and stuff happens. This one is complete. Yeah, what the heck? And we got Final Fantasy 9. Which is such a beautiful game. I was telling my wife, it's like, you have to play this, but yeah, again, lately we've been busy, and we like something about like when you have a kid, you're like, you don't really do anything. You're like hardcore. You're like, no, you focus on that kid. And the reason I can do this right now is because my daughter is asleep, so I'm like, okay, I can make a video really fast. So, but here's this one, this 2. Just 3 and 4. It's such a beautiful game. Around and about, I think my wife will finish it eventually if she gets time to it. I was always into football and Madden and all this stuff, and I was just like, you know what? Why not? Why not this? And this is NFL Game Day '99 for $2, or I think it was $1 because it was on sale. I think, or $2. It didn't matter. But it's a really fun game. It's football. We expect football, bad graphic football. Sorry. And the case fell apart. Oh my god. You need to take care of them more. I need to take care of these more. But oh shit, the case fell off. Next one is another one, biking game. Jet Moto 3. I never played this. I just got it because it was cheap. I just got it because, it was cheap, $2, and never played it. I need to get a new case for this one. Resident Evil Director's Cut. My case all fucked up, and advertisement case. I need it in the back. Yeah, I need to get a slip cover for it. I should, but I don't know why, but Resident Evil, it's a tough one. I mean, I love the remakes and all that better, but what can you do? It's a fun game. Wonky controls. You can either play as Jill or Chris. Everybody knows it's a classic story of that. Next one. Ballerina Tushina. A fun, which is cool because this is one of the launch titles for this is one of the launch. It's like one of the launch titles for the original PlayStation. It was like, and it's fun. It's a fun 3D polygon fighting game. It's really fun. It's it gets used to, but yeah. Next one, Tomb Raider. Come on, you gotta. I need to get a case for it. It's Tomb Raider, and I think this one has a demo of like a different game. Yeah. Here on the back, you can play. I thought it was cool. Is like you can play this game right here. This one with this game. That's the way that I loved about certain games. Is sometimes they came with demos, and you can play like different demos. And you play the games, and you're like, oh, this is cool. So it's the cover. Next one. Police Knots. When I started getting into Metal Gear Solid series and all the Metal Gear series, all that stuff, I was curious about his. I was just like, what? And he's like, okay, you assume he made other And like, obviously creators make games before, but games differently. This is only 2 discs. Yeah, oh, never mind, sorry, stupid. But I never played this because I need to get a modded PlayStation 1, Japanese modded PlayStation 1 so I can play this, or PlayStation 2, because I really want to play this. This looks so awesome. It's a point and click game, and I've always been a fan of Lethal Weapon. I was just like, holy shit. And then obviously the manual's in it. I don't have the black, there used to be this black thing right here, label thing. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, this thing is so complete. And I remember when my mom called me up and she was like, hey, there's a package from Japan from here. I'm like, what? I'm like, that? So I ran over, or I don't think I ran, or I think I went over there. Me and my wife went over there and picked it up, and yeah, it was pretty good. I was just like, yeah, I'm so happy that it came. But I mean, obviously stuff from Japan takes for a while, but my God, was it so cool. And we're coming down to the last 4, and this is an awesome Halloween game, and that's Parasite Eve, and it is a very awesome Halloween time. It takes place in Christmas time. I still need to watch the movie that's before this and the book on all this, and I need to play number 2, and I guess then. But yes, obviously, this is a great Halloween horror game, which I always think is funny that is actually. It goes around Christmas time. It starts off on Christmas Eve, and you're a detective. And you're Aya Bronze. So like, of course, it's New York in modern time, but oh my God, this is great. It's like an infection. The parasite. There's like a parasite comes from the mothers and I guess the mother's womb of the miscellaneous or monopolist, whatever the thing is called, and it goes to the virus, and it for some reason it puts all the animals in, and there's a really cool cutscene in it. And this is a spoiler, but like you have to play it. It's cheap. You can download on your PlayStation 3, or you can get the game for like $10. If you want to complete, they sell these for like $20. $20. It's a cheap game. You'll enjoy it, honestly. It's so long, and then it's such a long game, and then when you have the best part is at the end of it with them, so I said, it is just, like, I'm spoiling it, but it's such a great horror RPG, and I love that it's not turn-based. You can move around in a certain direction so you won't get hit, and you can dodge the enemies and all this stuff, but it's like you fall in love with these characters, and it's just, my God, to equip stuff with your weapons, there's like your guns and all this stuff. You go down to the main thing, and it's like hallways and then collect it. And it's like there's a lot to it. It's like it's a detective horror game and RPG style. It's very cinematic. You'll be watching a lot of cinematics. There's a lot of cinematics into it, and it comes to the part where I was talking about. There's a part in it where the dog splits his face up, and then it comes this creature, and I swear I thought that was so cool. I was like, they took that from the thing. I was just like, that was so awesome. It's such a great game. This is such a great game. I love this game. It's the kind of game that you can play multiple times, and you'll just love it. See, Parasite Eve. I need to get it. I don't care. I got the copy. I got it for $10. So I'm like, I don't care. But this is I recommend playing Parasite Eve. It's not that long until you get the mechanics. It should take you about 20 to 30 hours to beat. It's really, the average range is people say that you could beat the game in 17 hours. You could beat the game in 17 hours. It took me like fucking 30 plus hours to beat, but it's a very short game. It's really good, and it's a Halloween thing, and Halloween's around the corner, so I might review the game I might review the game a little bit more, but I'm already saying it. But yeah, I might review it, and hopefully it does good. And yeah, it's such a great game. You can't go wrong. I say pick it up. Now let's move on. Cool Borders 2000. I remember this game really being cool. It was like awesome. It was like Cool Borders, but I think it was a different one. But this is 2001. When did this come out? 2000. I remember there's one being a different one, but yeah, obviously the case is all fucked up, and yeah, but there it is. Not bad. And yeah, coming down to the final two, and if you watch my channel before, you know that I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy, so that's why a lot of my PlayStation 1 games are Final Fantasy. So we're gonna put with the one that is all not even here anymore, and I think somebody took it, and it's not in here. It's Final Fantasy 8. There's not in there. I used to have it in there, and I don't know what happened to it. Final Fantasy 11, and it's not in here. I'm kind of sad that this is not in here. I don't know what happened to it. I think I let somebody borrow it or say something, or they took it, or I don't know what happened to it. Same with this one. These two. The reason why I show these two last is because they're not complete. And I had them, but I only have this one in there. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I was kind of sad. I'm like, where the fuck happened to them? So in my opinion, I'm just like, why don't you just take the whole damn case? But I think, oh no, he might suspect something. I'm like, who the fuck took it? Also, I want to know. But yeah. This one I never really played. My history with it, I never really played this one. I got a little bit into it. Didn't get a friend of mine. He was like, "Yeah, it's actually pretty good." It took me a while, but he was like, "This is the last turn-based RPG I want to play." I was like, he wants to play a lot of these action, action RPGs. But these two, honestly, these two right here are okay. This one's okay. This one's okay. Like I said, I played when I first time I played it, I was I think 21 or 22 years old, and so when I first played it, I mean, this game came out to obviously 97, but in 97 I was into still playing Sega and Nintendo and all that. I didn't get really into the PlayStation until way later. It was like 9 or 10 years old. But I didn't play this until I was like 22 years old, because a friend of mine, an old friends of mine, they were always like, "Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 7." I'm just like, "Eh." And a lot of the friends I hang around with, I found out a lot of them are fucking dopers and druggies, and I'm like, no, that's all they play was Grand Theft Auto and racing and shooting games and fighting games. I didn't get into these until I met them, and I had to be like, hush, hush. I was like, oh, because a lot of people came over like, "Oh, you're playing that." They used to laugh at me. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, "Oh, you're playing that." But, when I play this, it's okay. The music makes my daughter fall asleep. And actually, Xenogears actually makes my daughter fall asleep. There's a part in it, it's called the wedding chime thing, and you just like that kind of, relaxing jingle into it makes it work. But yeah, I mean, I played this way back then, and I played it when I was 21, when I actually had time. At the moment I'm working non-stop, so I don't really have enough time to play, but I'm glad I have a little bit of time to show off all this stuff that I have. And I mean, if you kind of picture him as, I know I get it, where's Crash Bandicoot? Where's Crash Bandicoot? I loved Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2, but because it's HD, because they remastered and redo it, I was like, I don't need to go out and get a physical copy of it. That's what I said, certain games I don't need to go out and buy physical copies of, because they're remaking them and hashing them out way better. So I'm like, okay, this works. So yeah, and then obviously it's like they ported them to different systems, and they're remaking a lot of stuff, or they're making HD remakes of everything. So they're really remaking a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like, why go back and buy those if you can get a way better version of the games? So that's why that's not there. Obviously, obviously with the Street Fighter, collection, the 30th anniversary collection, I can get that one there. But I think it's like, this is a good collection as it is. Like, the one I really want is obviously a copy of Symphony of the Night, which is around like $50 to $60. But it's gonna be worth it. I mean, if I had like another choice, but yeah, but yeah, this is about it. It's like whatever recommend all this stuff. Yes, these are fun games, but yeah, I can talk about all the stuff that I mean. I don't have a lot of them, but this is the collection I'm happy with. These are the ones that I'm gonna really play all the time because I love and I can tell you about them and explore everything. These are the ones that I'm really happy with. So, as I was saying, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hopefully, some of these games are gonna be on the list. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII is gonna be on there, but what do you think is gonna be on the PlayStation 1 Classic? Well, they're gonna be reboots, all this stuff. What do you think is gonna be on it? Please let me know, and have a good day as usual. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.